It's November, it's grey, it's a bit drizzling even, and I'm going out to camp tonight. A little bit crazy? I guess I am. Tick, 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 tick. Hi there, I'm Kaat from Steps by Kaatje and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm out in the forest for the nature challenge of the Stealth Camping Alliance. That's the November challenge and it was set by Camp Like a Boon, which I think is a really good challenge because now the forest is really nice. See all the colors, but November also gives you some drizzling weather and sometimes some cold nights. So yeah, I'm prepared. I have a big backpack. I hope that I won't be cold tonight, but I think it's gonna be very nice to be out. I'm not alone. I'm here with Frodo. And so we're gonna find ourselves a spot out here in this little forest. But let's first explore the forest a little bit and walk around. Enjoy nature, right? Come on. I'm out here in the Hornebos, which is a little forest in Haspengouw, Belgium. And it's just a tiny little forest here because Haspengouw is known for its agriculture, especially for orchards. That's what you will find mostly around here, but I found this little forest. It's nice. Bit of history about this place, though. It used to belong to the Count, the Burggraven d'Altena. They settled around here around 1620. They came from the Netherlands, but their family even dates back from 1400 something, even 1100 something. And so yeah, so they had this forest for them alone, like a playground for the counts where they could come and hunt, I guess. The castle where the family was living doesn't exist anymore, but the service buildings and the farm are still there. When they left, I think they left around 1920s, they went to Brussels. The castle was sold and finally this area came into the hands of the government in 1980. And in 1985 they took out all the trees that didn't really belong here, and they planted new trees. You can see it right over here. It's nicely in rows. In 1985 those trees here were just planted here, and yeah, so it's a forest, but it's you have really straight lines. Look, and you can even camp legally around here because this is a bivouac zone. Right over there, there are 2 platforms where you can camp, and there is a toilet right over there. The only thing you need to do is make a reservation. So yeah, maybe that could work for you. So if you want to spend the weekend out in nature, it's a perfect place to come. The family of the Burggraven d'Altena, they were around here about 300 years, between 1620 and 1920. And at the end of the 19th century, the Count, he built a monastery and a school for the local kids to go to. And so the nuns, they could teach the kids. And yeah, I think that's a good initiative. Also, he built a little church with a crypt where they could bury everybody of the family. And so there are a lot of family members buried there, and family members now can still ask to be buried there if they want to. The last one who asked for that was in 1996. So yeah, it has been a while. Maybe nobody died, could be. But yeah, I guess maybe they don't want to come back here. Still, lovely area, isn't it? Yep. shelter if you need one. I needed this one a long time ago when I first passed by here. I was really happy with this little shelter because it was raining. Oh. Enjoy nature, embrace the mud, but be careful not to slip. Nice about this little forest is you have some marked trails, a red one and a blue one. I don't know exactly how many kilometers they are, but they usually, the red one will be around 10, around 5. I'm gonna try to put up my tent right here somewhere. This looks not too bad. And then maybe I can go and sit out there, have a little bit of a view. That doesn't sound too bad. I brought this shelter from my hammock with some camouflage. I thought then I'll be blending in a bit better in the forest. Although I think with the fall colors my tent blends in pretty good already. So, but I'll try to put it on. I'm not sure if this is what I had in mind. But I guess a little bit of extra camouflage. Yeah, the bad part about going out in November, it does get dark quite soon. It's only 5 o'clock and yeah, it's getting dark. But I wanted to give you some tips about enjoying nature, being out here. Well, one of them is of course go and look for a good camp spot. Be quiet, stay away from the roads, from the trails, and find yourself a spot where you don't bother anybody and where you can easily leave no trace of you ever being there. Yep. Also, take your time to enjoy nature. Start earlier than what I did. But anyway, that doesn't mean I can still enjoy being out here. I brought some water. I especially used this little bottle because it has a cup that goes with it. And in that cup I want to put in some wine, which I brought to enjoy the evening. Alright. What is it? Step 2? Well, I don't know what step 1 is. Don't know what step 3 is. I know what step 2 is. Drink something good. Oop. Cheers. Some more tips for enjoying the outdoors is turn off your phone. You can take your phone, maybe take some pictures, like I'll be taking a picture of where I am now. Maybe over there. But then I'll just put it away and not worry about it anymore. I brought some things that I could do. You can consider reading a book instead of watching a movie or a series on your phone. And I also brought this little sketchbook and some colored pencils. And so the plan was to sit out here and draw a little bit. But I don't think I'm gonna draw a lot tonight because it's already getting quite dark. Which is a bit sad because I bought some new colored pencils to be able to do that. Also, you could take some binoculars and look out for some wildlife, right? Take off my glasses. Right. Sunset, sun coming up is a good time to watch some wildlife, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna see a lot of wildlife right now. Well, another tip when you want to enjoy the outdoors, the nature and all that, you might walk a bit slower. Don't walk from A to B, but take your time to look around, to pick some weeds, to maybe hug a tree. And look up for some small things like mushrooms or leaves, or and sometimes just look up in the sky. There's so much to see, even on a gray day. One of my favorite things I like to do when I'm out in nature is watching the sunset, which today is not much of anything. But you never know, maybe we'll catch a sunrise tomorrow morning if I get up early enough. We'll see. So yeah, I guess for now, I think I'm just gonna enjoy sitting out here. I brought myself some cheese. I don't know if you can see it. Cheese and sausage to go with my little wine. So yeah, I think I'll be fine for a little while. And then when it's completely dark, I'll set up my my little camp stove, see if I can maybe get a little fire started. I don't like to make a fire when I'm camping, wild camping and all that, because usually it's not allowed to do that. And it especially attracts attention as well for the smell as for, the light. So I usually don't do it, but I was gonna try just to make a really very small one today. See if it works, because it's all wet here. So that's the plan for tonight. So I'll do some cooking. I'm gonna eat some cheese and sausage. I'm gonna enjoy to sit out here. It's in fact really way too dark, but I'm trying it anyway. I'm not good at it, so yeah. I'm gonna try to make dinner. I'm having mashed potatoes with minced meat. I hope it's going to be good. I've got water in here, so while it sits, I'm gonna try to make a little fire on my cooking stove. I brought some things to make a little fire. Like a bit of cardboard and a bit of firewood. I think my dinner is ready. So, and I have a little fire. Cute, isn't it? It's one of my favorite things when I'm out camping, is looking at the fire. That's always so beautiful. Yep. But let's see how this tastes. It tastes like what it's supposed to taste like: mashed potatoes and some meat. My little fire is going, so now I'm gonna get myself some dessert. Gonna put a marshmallow on there. warm. Ugh. That's what you need when you're out camping. Yes. My little fire is just about going out. So I think I'm gonna go back into my tent. Gonna keep an eye on it just to make sure we don't start a fire. I'll check it later, see if it's okay. Now I'm nice and cozy inside my tent, inside my sleeping bag. And since I don't want to watch a movie or anything on my phone, I might try to get this sketch a little better. I don't know if you can hear it, but there is a truck not very far away from where I am, and I don't know what they're doing. They might be unloading or loading something. Anyway, I hope they don't see my little light out here. So I'll just keep quiet, and Frodo will protect me. And I hope he's not gonna bark, because that will attract attention. It's past 10 o'clock and Frodo, Poefi and I were gonna try to catch some sleep. That truck is still loading stuff out there, and I don't think they have noticed that I'm out here, so I'm quite safe to go to sleep. Since I'm tired, that's exactly what we are gonna do, right? So good night, Frodo. Night, Poefi. Good night. Good night. Oof. 10:30 and they left. So now it's all quiet and I can enjoy a night in nature for the nature challenge of the Stealth Camping Alliance. Morning. 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 Can you believe it? Those guys were back at 6:30 this morning. So yeah. Well, it will be light in half an hour anyway. So yeah, I better get up. But still, I would have liked to sleep a little bit longer. But I'm having breakfast in bed. I'm having breakfast cereal, bar, and some fresh apple juice. It's from apples where I live, from the orchards around my house. So yeah, this is fresh apple juice. So we'll be having that, and I'll try to clean up this mess. It was fun to be out for the night, to make my little campfire, to have some marshmallows, to just enjoy to be here. Yeah, too bad about the truck that was loading something last night for between 8 and 10:30, and so they were back this morning. Yeah. But let's have breakfast and then we'll get out. Frodo, what do you think? Yeah, hard to tell, but I'm awake. It's a bit of a foggy morning, and over there they are working. Truck is back. So yeah, I just have to clean up my tent now and I'll be going. I think this was it for the nature challenge of November. I have my backpack with everything in there on my back, and so I'm ready to start heading back to my car, which isn't too far, luckily, because this backpack is quite heavy. Okay, but yeah, I want to thank Boone for setting up this challenge. I think he took it over from the Idiot Outdoors, if I'm correct. And so I think it was a nice one. I'm only sad that I had this working going on there. When I arrived here yesterday, I thought this was the perfect spot. I thought it was going to be really quiet, but it was quiet at night, but that's it. So it was not the perfect spot. I would have preferred for the nature challenge to be more birds and maybe see some wildlife, but that didn't happen. But then on the other hand, I don't live in an area where you can have a lot of wildlife and all that. So, and finding nature is difficult. Just proved that today. So, but I think it's time to go. Thank you guys for watching. And of course, I hope to see you on the next adventure. Bye. Come on, Frodo. Let's go. Come.